and what I'm used to than where I went to school. It's very in a suburban community is where I grew up, and so I also grew up in going to a Hmong church, and so it's kind of like I had that cultural experiences where I'm going to school in a suburban, like mostly white and Hispanic community, whereas I'm growing up at home as I'm being raised as a Hmong daughter, and it's like two in one.
Yeah.
Two experiences in one.
The job you're applying for is teaching in Japan, teaching English to children in Japan.
Yes.
Do you have any ESL experience?
I don't have any ESL experience, but I can argue that I have a lot of experience with children. I work at a doctor's office downtown, so we deal with kids, and I've worked at summer camps, and so I'm always working with kids there, just teaching them games and stuff. And not only that, but I have cultural experiences. I used to work at a Jewish community center, and it was just so different being immersed into the community of Jewish people and just having to learn to put myself in there and just learn their culture and learn about how they do things and why they do things. But as far as a ESL teacher experience, I don't have.
What's Overseas Tribal Services?
Oh, I was an intern for the organization.
Yeah.
It's OTS with the Hmong district, and I was just their intern. They do mission work in Myanmar, China, Vietnam, and Cambodia. And so what they do is they have hostels there, and they build wells, and they build churches and schools. So I was just kind of like the administrative person. I did data entry and just did the office work for them.
So why do you want to move to Japan?
Well, because I majored in intercultural studies, and I want to use my degree and get some cultural experiences, because although I majored in that, I haven't been overseas, and so I want to gain that cultural experience and see what it's like to live overseas. And
So this would be your first overseas experience?
Yes, it would be.
Any short term?
I've done short term. I've been to Arizona and Indonesia.
Okay.
But as far as living for a year, like a full year, I haven't lived overseas yet.
How long were you in Indonesia for?
3 months there.
3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And what were you doing in Indonesia?
My internship in Indonesia.
An internship.
Yes, with Envision.
Okay. Through your college?
It's with an organization called Envision. It's with the CMA, the Christian Missionary Alliance, which is affiliated with my college, Nyack College. So it wasn't exactly through it, but it was through my professors that I got a connection with Envision.
So 3 months you were over in Indonesia.
Where were you in Indonesia? Was that in
It's
Bandung?
Yeah, Bandung, Indonesia.
How are you in terms of the idea of just you by yourself, no friends, no family, moving to another country?
I feel like I've been preparing for that because I am the oldest in my family, so therefore I'm just more independent. I've always done things, taking care of my siblings and just been the initiator of things. And so when I went out to college in New York, that was like a big step for me, but it was something that I was willing to do because it was somewhere that I really wanted to go. And as far as Japan, it is somewhere where I want to go, and even though I'll be leaving, my family, my friends, and I'll be entering a new culture, I think it'll be a great experience, just to be able to teach English to kids and to learn their culture and just to live there with them.
This is a one-year assignment. How does this fit into your career plans?
As far as my career plans, I'm done with school, and so obviously I need a job to keep on paying the bills. But I do plan to go back to school, but I want this cultural experience before I go back into my master's degree. So so I have the cultural experience as well as an education to back that up.
Do you have any questions for us, April?
I've looked at your guys' website, and it's very thorough and very good. As far as questions, I would just question, are there opportunities for long-term teachers, more than 1 year?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. as teachers come, often with ESL positions, it can be, it can fluctuate. People just want to spend a year overseas, they want to spend 2 years, but obviously we have a need on a constant basis. And so students, if teachers want to stay and continue working, there's opportunities for that, as well as potential opportunities to transfer to different places.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you guys.